Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Red Bean Professor. Yes, that is me, but you can just call me Chris. You don't have to call me Doctor, Professor, Mr., any of that stuff. Just Chris. Unless you personally know me, then you can call me G Money, because that is who I is. But that's beyond the point. Today, I'm bringing you guys a breath of fresh air, a new TCG called Azuki. Now, me personally, I have an extensive knowledge of a lot of TCGs. I grew up around them, all right? Like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic, Union, One Piece, even MetaZoo I tried out, right? And some of them I love, and some of them I just kind of either fizzled out or watched the TCG itself fizzle. And when I first saw this, that was my exact opinion on this. Don't let it touch my Magic cards. This game's going to fizzle. Get it away. But the owner, who's a close friend of mine, and his son, who's also a close friend of mine, said, try it out. Just get it pre-constructed, try it out. And I did. And I was shocked. It was really, really good. Like, holy crap, that was a fun game to play. Then I saw the community through Discord and other places. I was like, the community, it's solid. This thing is growing, all right? And I was wrong, and I will admit that. And now I love the game. So in this video, obviously I'm going to be very biased towards it, but we're going to go through different sections like any good YouTube channel would that has a brand new video about something brand new and why they love it. I'm going to rate each one of those sections between 1 and 10. There's going to be about 4 sections here. We're going to go through the community. We're going to go through the card art, which is chef's kiss. The guy worked on Overwatch, so it should be good. Community, card art. Then we're going to go through the gameplay itself, what the gameplay kind of looks like and how I feel about it. And then we're going to also go about price points. But I did that backwards because I think we're going to touch price points first. So number 1, the price point. So starting out in the ground floor, this TCG's price points aren't terrible compared to others. From my experience with Magic, you buy a commander deck, you get a commander, and you get 99 cards of absolute jank. You switch out 25 of those cards for about $200, and you can sit down at a bracket 3 table and have a 10 to 15% chance of winning. Not this game. Honestly, a pre-constructed deck only costs you about $15, plus or minus tax. But there's 4 different pre-constructed decks. There's the fire, the water, the earth, and the lightning. Each one of those are just $15. And what can you expect in those? You can expect a leader, a gate, 50 cards, which are the same to each element. So you're not going to open up 2 lightning boxes and have different cards. They're going to have the same exact cards in them. You're going to have 10 IKZ, which is your lands if you play Magic. And then you're going to have 1 token for the second player that also counts as an IKZ on their turn, which they can sacrifice. 15. That's it. And then the booster box. You get 24 packs for $140. That's not terrible, all right? That's not bad. I really do think you get your bang for your buck out of it. They get their money back for printing and shipping. It's not a bad deal. So in my opinion, from a scale of 1 to 10, I would give the price point a solid 8.5 out of 10. They did good on the prices. So that brings us up to number 2, the community. What can I say about the community? Y'all did it. Y'all passed the vibe check. 110% have passed the vibe check. All right. Other TCGs I played, I have experienced saltiness, expectations not met, or that one individual has to show you what they would have top decked to win the game, and y'all are a bunch of buttholes for, killing me first. I wasn't a threat. I'm not an aggressive player. It's not that whatsoever. Most games have ended with the expectations being met. Nobody getting salty, nobody getting butthurt. Just good game. Let's shake hands real quick. And hey, do you want to trade cards real quick? Because it's not available on TCG Player yet, so people aren't able to buy cards and wait 2 weeks. You trade in shop, and people are not very frugal with it. They're not looking at price points. They're like, hey, if you got a card I need for my deck to make it more meta, let me give you a card for your deck to make yours more meta. And that's just how it is. So, 1 out of 10. The community, congratulations. You get a 9.5 out of 10 for not being stanky, not being salty, and expectations being met. All right? 9.5 out of 10, which brings us to our next topic, the gameplay, topic number 3. So in Azuki, everybody starts out with 20 life. Everybody has a main deck with 50 cards in it, and you can have 4 of each card in the deck. That's what it's limited to, not 5, 4. You can have 3, you can have 2, you can have 1, but you can't go above 4. Now, the expectations, like I was speaking earlier about with the community stuff, the expectation is somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. And I have seen it tooth and nail time and time again where somebody has 2 or 5 health and they murk the person down to 0. And it's just unexpected. Or there's been times where I've hit somebody, I'm like, okay, I think I got the win. They're at 7 life, and I only do 6 damage, bring them to 1. I was at 5 life, and they're like, okay, cool. Turn to my creatures, attack. There's an alley, and there's a garden. Now, if you put stuff in the alley, you have your Torii Gate to the side. You can tap your Torii Gate and activate its ability to bring stuff up to the garden. And then when they're in the garden, they have summoning sickness just like in Magic, right? So they can't attack. I'm going to use Magic terms for this because a lot of people have played Magic. Now, there is abilities that give things charge, or they already have charge on them. If they already have charge, a lot of the times, you're going to bring them up to the garden to attack. That's haste, right? But other than that, you bring somebody down from 20 to 0. Now, the meta, though, isn't very well developed yet in this game. We're still in Season 1. Season 2, we're probably going to see the meta develop a little bit more and more cards that are expected to be in the certain color deck that they represent. That being said, I can see somebody opening up 2 pre-constructeds, taking out 2 cards that's not good and putting 2 cards that is good, and, back and forth until they have a 50 card they think's, solid. Sit down with somebody playing meta, and I think they have a 40 to 50% chance of winning. So it's very fair and it's very easy to get into. So where would I rate the gameplay at without doing a full gameplay video and showing you guys how to play it? I would say the gameplay is a solid 8.5 out of 10 for card games. I don't very much give 10 out of 10s for card games because there is stuff that is, plus or minus what you can do with and what you can do without. But come around Season 2, I might re-rate this and might give it a 9.5 or a 10. But right now it sits at an 8.5 out of 10, and I think that's solid. Which brings us to topic number 4, and we're going to do a top-down view of that. That is the card art. All right, let's go do that. All right, guys, so for the art portion of this, you have your leaders, and I got so lucky to pull this out of a booster box. This is an amazing, beautiful card here for full art. Then you have a regular leader right here. Beautiful. Again, you see the Overwatch inspiration from the creator since he's done Overwatch work before. So you see a little bit of the patterns. You have your gates here, which they do have alt arts, and I just didn't pull one. But your entities themselves, again, the foiling on some of these things is just chef's kiss. Just beautiful. Then we have some of our response type cards. Foiling again, beautiful. The Bane, because I'm the Red Bean Professor, I had to show that. Some of them always will come in foil, and other cards will always not come in foil unless you get like alt arts that offer that. But just beautiful, beautiful cards. Equipment, a response card, just beautiful. So for the art itself, I will give the art a solid 9.5 out of 10, and I think that's fair. 9.5 out of 10. You know what? Screw it. This one, I'll give it 10 out of 10. The art is just beautiful. So 10 out of 10 for the arts. But let's go ahead and conclude this video and go right back over here to me. So this is the part where I want to hear from you guys. People that have played Azuki or have not, have I piqued your interest? Or have I done it justice, right? What do you enjoy about the game to those that play it? And to the people that are going to go play it, the first game you played, please come here and tell me how you felt when you played it. Because I want to see if you had that little magical spark in you like I did. It is an amazing game. But if you guys like content like this and want me to keep creating more and more content, I do need your guys' support because it's a small community. And the more we grow, the more people come to playing Azuki. So please subscribe, like this video, share with your friends that you're trying to get into this TCG, and have an amazing time. Remember to be good to each other. Don't get salty. This is a very simple to learn and play game. It takes about 2 days to learn. But until next time, this has been the Red Bean Professor, or Chris, and I hope you guys have a wonderful time playing this game just like I did. Adios, mi amigos.